Big Things Coming is proudly brought to you by Dazzle Home Loans. Darren's 15 years experience in finance will remove the worry when buying your new home. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Big Things Coming Christmas Extravaganza. It is Christmas week, Geordie, Mel.
Geordie, you're not in the Christmas spirit, Jordan.
Oh, yeah, I was. But then I decided not to be. But here I am again.
Mate, I'm so excited. Presents all under the trees.
Yes.
I've been a naughty boy this year, so I'll probably get some
different?
coal.
Yeah.
Naughty little punk Johnny, you know.
The huge.
How are you guys? You
Yes, doing well, thank you.
jelly.
Oh, hang on.
Geordie's losing his horns.
I'm feeling good, man.
All right, guys. This week,
Tell us.
our
I'm excited.
Christmas episode, we have got a legend from Perth's biggest punk band. I'm going to say that right now.
Shazam.
I'm a big
Dramatisation.
fan. We have got the amazing Pat Decline. How are you, Pat?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for joining us, mate.
I don't know if we're the biggest. We're aiming for oldest. We're going to outlive the rest of them.
Well, NoFX have retired recently. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't break up. They retired, right? So maybe you can outlive them.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's only 21 years to go.
It's time.
But they've retired from playing live. I don't think.
Okay, that's some
Yeah.
insight for me because I've been watching all of Mike's videos and stuff, and
Is he saying it's just done?
well, yes and no, but I suppose it's the media that's hyping it up all around. Like, they didn't break up; they retired, and respect to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
fucking NoFX for God's sake.
So he said that they've got 2 albums to come out still.
Oh, wow.
Called Everyone Else Is Insane and
Yeah.
an A to Z, like 26 songs of every letter of the alphabet. Like
That's
NoFX
awesome.
A to Z, but I don't know like if that's a definite thing or
Yeah.
that's just kind of a plan or.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'd like to hear a few more albums.
You never know; they might do like the John Farnham Welcome Back reunion,
Over
like the
and
10
over
10 times.
and
I'm
over
going on
again.
record to say I reckon they won't.
You don't reckon?
Yeah, I reckon they made such a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
That
That's it.
And I don't think they're the sort of guys that'll do that. Kind of like what Blink-182 did. We're breaking up forever, and then we'll do a cash grab and do a world tour.
Oasis.
Oasis, yeah.
yeah. I think it is wrapping up though in terms
Yeah.
of studio stuff as well. Like I think he said these were the last 2 records.
Yep.
But I mean, we'll see.
I mean, when you do a whole album with all the alphabet, like, there's not, I mean, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Like,
That's a big right there.
that's
what
a
else
big-
can you do? You can write a song that starts with Q.
Right.
Well, they've got one. They've got Caught in Session, right? They got a
There
Q
you
song.
go. Well, what about Z?
They got Zyklone B Bathhouse.
X.
There you go. Wow.
Man
X.
knows
Oh,
the stuff.
just call it
Yeah, I don't know
xylophone.
about X. Maybe.
Then they
Yeah,
go numbers.
Maybe no X. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
X-rated. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. But that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool gimmick.
But Pat, how's things going for you, anyways, man? Because like you're a very, very busy musician. You've got your solo work, as we can see, and you've also got the Decline, and I'm pretty sure you've got No Escape as well.
Yeah, so that's like my 3 main projects. Like
Yeah.
The Decline is kind of my thing I've been doing for 20 years.
20 years.
And I've got the solo stuff, Pat Decline.
Yeah.
And I play in my friend Noah's band, No Escape as
No
well.
Escape.
Which is a theatre punk band, which
Yeah.
is really good fun. I play bass in that one.
Okay.
And the guys and girls from that band are in the Pat Decline band as well.
Right. Okay.
Year-long drama.
Yes, Year Long Drama. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're in
I
both
know what I'm
bands.
doing.
Yeah. So you're onto it.
The theatrical side. Can you explain that to us? Because it's punk, right? Like it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Noah's a big fan of punk rock, and he's played in punk bands around Perth, like Fame. It used to be called the Fame Project,
Yes.
and it was Fame, and Total Waste was one of his bands as well.
Right.
And then he's also got this background in musical theatre and like a big influence there. So we were part of Strange Fest. Noah put on this punk rock theatre show called Specimens that had like acting and 2 stages, one for the actors and one for us, and he would jump between both stages. And we would do songs in between the bits of dialogue and stuff. So
That's really cool.
it's very cool, very fun thing to be a part of.
Man, I've got to see that. Like, is there another one coming up? Like another show coming up? Or
I mean, I hope so. I think the plan is that we would hopefully be able to do Strange Fest again next year, but I'm not sure yet. But our regular shows that we do tend to have a bit of the theatre-y stuff in them anyway.
Yeah, cool. Because I'm a sucker when it comes to like theatrics and stuff. You know, like you're not only a musician, but you're acting as well. You know, like it's
larger than life, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
You put on your game face.
Yeah,
you know, like,
you got to be.
Yeah, so usually our set list is broken up into like Act 1, 2, and 3, and we'll play a few songs, and then there's like an intermission where there will be a different sort of thing that happens.
Right. Okay.
Noah would probably be keen to come on and have a chat to you guys as
Love
well.
that.
Yeah.
Let's get him.
Well,
but yeah, that's sort of the newest band I'm in. I've been doing that for about 3 years. And I'm really excited about that band. That one's good fun.
Yeah. I mean, like you're in the decline, man. Like you've got so much going on with that band, but then you've got your solo work as well and no Skape. Like, how do you function?
Well, I'm at the stage where like our band's just like only do things when we have stuff to do. So like the decline don't practice every week. We just practice when we have a show, or we do a bit more practicing if we have a tour, that sort of thing. And like the solo stuff is really, really flexible because I can just do it with an acoustic guitar if I get asked to do a show last minute, or I can do it with the band. Yeah. And I do really just get to pick and choose like when it suits me to, if I want to go down that road. Yeah. Like I guess the Decline songs are all like pretty loud and fast and stuff. So when I was getting asked to do acoustic shows, it was like really like me yelling with an acoustic guitar because I have a super loud voice, and I've always been pretty into like Against Me and the Smith Street Band, Frank Turner, like Menzingers, that sort of stuff. So I sort of tried to like write some songs that were more suited to like if I got asked to play an acoustic show.
Strip it back sort of thing,
And it's sort of just slowly evolved into a band. Yeah. And it's good fun because I do really like that stuff as well as being a big like skate punk fan.
Yeah.
And so like you write everything for Pat Decline, your solo stuff? Like do you write everything in it, or does the band actually have input as well?
I mostly write everything. Not all of my ideas are good though. I think if you want to be a true solo artist, you have to have this vision of every idea thing, and I'm not like that good. So I've mostly recorded solo stuff with Antics from the band Nerdlinger, the Sydney punk band.
Nerdlinger,
Go over there to his studio when Decline have a tour. I just book some days like in the middle of the tour when we have a break or on either end, and we record a bunch of songs, and he usually throws a few cool ideas at me. And
I'm pretty sure my friends in Something Explosion supported Nerdlinger recently. Yeah, and that's
I
how
reckon. They're a cool band as well.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Nerdlinger.
Yeah. Nerdlinger. You're a nerd. You're a linger. You know, like Nerdlinger.
I think it's a Simpsons reference. I don't
Is
know.
It sounds like
I think
would be.
Homer Goes to College, that episode. I think he yells
Wallet Inspector.
I think it's like one of those jokes. But yeah, so I get some ideas from the producer usually. And this record, there's like some proper punk songs on it. This is the second album. Yeah. So on the first one, it's mostly acoustic. And when I play those songs with Chris and AJ and Alyssa from No Escape, who are also in this band, they do write parts. Yeah. And I just sort of think I'm lucky enough to have you in the band.
Yeah.
If you want to play a cool thing live that you think sounds good, fucking go for it. So some of the ideas are on the record, some of them aren't.
It's
very
really
cool. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying it's a very cool thing that you guys have such a collaborative thing. Like out of the three bands, you playing this one, then I'm playing that one, playing that one. That's really cool, and like community building. Everyone of different backgrounds come together. It's wicked.
Yeah. Absolutely.
How do you juggle your time? Like, because you work as well, and obviously
that.
Yeah, but
I work as well.
I
So
mean,
I
like,
have my normal job in mental health and disability.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really just you do a couple of hours, a couple of times a week on admin shit for both bands. And you write songs in your brain all the time.
Yeah.
And then you just sort of like find a time when everyone can practice. And if you can't, you wing it.
Is it just me, or like, because we're all musicians here, right? Whenever you're in the car and you hit the indicator, are you tapping on that steering wheel like it's a metronome or what?
I can't say I do actually.
It never like syncs to any song, no.
No,
I noticed that.
it's in its own timing.
I'm thinking about like, sampling it into something and trying to crack that code. Like, what can I use this for?
Yeah, it's all in like 2/4, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it work.
I've noticed that when I'm driving, anytime the song that I'm listening to, I always find that because you got the nice click on the indicator,
Yeah.
I always hit it like on the snare, just subconsciously. I'm always just like, and I find myself doing it. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Stop it.
I'm not even a drummer. I'm just
Right. All indicators must be a different BPM, right?
Has to
different
be.
cars.
Yeah, because you also see like some, tradies utes, they're flashing at
Yeah, I
like 250 BPM. It's like,
That sound in the car with it, like there's ones like that go tick, 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 tick. And I'm like wigging out, like I'm like fucking slow your roll.
get some metalcore going, blast beats.
Oh no, some of them have an awful sound. I get the OCD in me just comes out with it. I'm like,
I recently saw the Decline play at Amplifier Bar, and my good mates OJ were doing the Green Day American Idiot tribute, and man, blown away because your harmonies are what sell it to me, right? Besides the sick guitars and whatnot, the fast drums, but your harmonies are so on point. And
I love a good harmony.
Yeah.
I love a harmony stacks. It just
Yeah.
But
really
it-
that's the thing for me.
I've got to ask, like, where do all of you guys have like a musical theory background to be able to do that, or like, is it just whatever sounds great? Yeah, let's give that a go.
We all have a big background of playing in bands for a long time.
Yeah,
I've got a pretty good musical theory background. I did piano as a kid and I went to TAFE for music. But
Nice.
I think I'm a good mixture of like knowing a bit of theory and then like knowing the like how to play in a band.
Yeah,
Like, I'm a good mixture of that.
A little mush together.
I'm not great at writing harmonies.
Okay.
I don't have that like inbuilt natural thing of how you can figure out a part quickly unless it's a really obvious one.
Yeah.
Ben's really good at it. Ben can come up with stuff like pretty much straight away, our other
Okay.
singer. So with the harmonies on our Decline records, like sometimes we'll be in the studio and our producer will just be like, all right, now sing this. And he'll just like chuck a bunch of ideas at me
Yeah.
and I'll do them. When I'm doing demoing, I do like, the full vocal for the main melody and I edit that. And then I go back and sing to it. But I sort of have to I know what notes I'm singing,
Yeah.
so I mathematically figure out the
Yeah.
harmony. So I sit there with a guitar and I go like, if I'm singing this part, it has to be something like this.
yeah,
But like I can get through it pretty quickly
Yeah.
because once you've got voice one there in the background, you
So
can just smash through it and then
for,
it ends
for
up
me,
working out.
like as a guitarist, I do a little bit of backing singing, and I can't figure it out to save my life until someone says to me, like, Mel, you're a singing teacher, right? Like, unless you
Used to be.
said to me, you've got to sing this note, I won't know what to do. I sound like I'm stepping on a cat or something, Like, it's
But
really
it's
bad.
like your ear is tuned differently to like you're tuned to your guitar, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think like vocally, like some people have a real natural lend to harmonies. I think Geordie's one of them. I think you can just do those harmonies off the top of your head. Whereas
I'm similar to Pat.
yeah. But
Good
then
at-
you get some vocalists who sing, just main vocals all the time, and they struggle with harmonies because they've never had to sing them in their life,
Yeah.
so they're not used to hearing them.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. I love them.
very talented people.
I struggle with it. Like I can't, if someone's singing their part, I can't just naturally do it. Like I was
Okay.
saying. So what I have to do is I sort of, if it's a Ben song where Ben's singing lead,
Yeah.
we record it. We record
Yeah,
my
yeah.
new part, and then I just get sent that part, and
Yeah.
I learn it like it's its
Yeah,
own
like it's
part.
melody, like it's its own melody. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how I used to teach not teach. That sounds really bad. But the other guys in the band, if we're doing some stuff live, and maybe they were struggling with harmonies, then I would go home. Because it's hard to sing a harmony without the lead vocal, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
so they would like, just sing it to me now. I'm like, I can't. Well, I can, but anyway. So I used to go home and record it on my phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Hearing it in my ear, and then right, that's it. Yeah, it's just easier.
Auto-tune.
Not live, bro, and not even in the studio. Just fucking sing it.
Yeah, we use tons of tuning.
Yeah, I mean,
You have to, I reckon.
You have to.
yeah, in
Yeah,
today's
polish
day and
it.
age, like, I need it. Like, for my vocals, like, I can't sing. I'm not a singer. Maybe I can. Maybe I just need the right teaching, but hit that button, bro. Like,
No, you want to have it sound as real as possible, but you do
Yes.
want to have it like a little bit of stuff on there just to make it
Yeah.
kind of sound.
fatten it out,
Yeah.
like, give it that really wow factor
Really
sort of
polish it,
thing.
yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing is that, if you use autotune a lot, I think in the studio, well, for my voice, because I have a clean voice and I've got my more, rocky, scratchy, grr voice. And if they do use autotune on that, it's not good.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
my voice is, it's there's so much going on in the you know, the grr of it, and then it changes it. It's like, no, that's not what I was singing. Like, but I'm like, turn that fucking auto-tune off.
Takes away the emotion.
Yeah, and it's it either cleans it up or it takes all the little fibrous parts of your voice into a different place, and it's just not authentic, you know.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. But that's just me.
For the people that don't know, do you want to give us a little background of, you know, the decline, how you guys came to be, what year, what era, and you going on to now, you know?
Yeah, so I started the band with some friends when I was in school in about 2005.
Yeah.
And we sort of began playing shows around Perth in pubs and stuff when we were 16 in about 2006. And then we wrote an album after we finished school and we recorded it in about 2009, and then we sort of started touring Australia, which was really cool.
That's sick. So it kind of just blasted off straight away.
It was pretty slow. We were doing a lot of like tours where barely anyone came and stuff, but we were like enjoying hanging out with bands from over east and that sort of thing.
And when you first leave school, it's like, this is the shit.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like,
what was it like, you know, supporting bands like, you know, Frenzal Rom, you know, other big names? I'm pretty sure you guys have supported like NoFX as well.
We've only ever played with NoFX at festivals.
Yeah.
Never like properly played with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, obviously. Like, Frenzal Rom are one of my favourite bands,
Yeah.
and now my friend Dal is their bass player, which is
Wow.
really crazy.
Yeah.
Because I've known him forever from, like, our early touring days with his band, Local Resident Failure. So, like, getting to, like, watch him be in Frenzal is, like, very sick for me as a friend and stuff, and it's nice getting to play with those guys sometimes when they come to Perth.
Because, like, obviously, you know, they've been around for so long. You've seen them evolve as well. Like, they're growing. Do you see them ending anytime soon? Or you reckon Frenzal are just going to keep on kicking until they can't?
I reckon they've got a lot of time left in them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything, but, like, I mean, I'd like to see Frenzal go forever.
Yeah.
But they've got all the things that make a band great. Like, they're good songwriters. They put effort into songwriting. They're sick live.
Yeah.
They seem like they've got a good balance of, like, doing their own things in their own lives as well as doing the band, and they keep it fun for themselves. But also, like, you can tell they're all great mates. So they've got the ingredients for a band that lasts forever, and that's why they've been a band since 1992.
True.
We've played with other bands that we love, like we played with the Descendants quite a few times and Lagwagon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking, it's sick. You know, it's cool. And that was like when we first started touring and stuff. I guess you meet a couple of people over east and stuff, and you end up like accidentally getting asked to play with bands when they come to Perth.
Yeah.
And like, so some of our first big shows were in that period where we were doing our first national tours for our first record.
Wow.
Like, we got to play with Strike Anywhere a few times.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, like someone like, No Use for a Name. We played with No Use for a Name once before Tony died, which was sick.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that's around the time we got signed to P as well for our second
P
record.
Records, yeah.
We had a bit of a member change. Our old singer, Dan, our old other singer apart from me, he left in end of 2014 now, so it's been 10 years. And our old guitarist, Nathan, left then as well, and we got Ray on bass and Ben on guitar and vocals. So we've had this lineup for about 10 years.
10 years.
Wow,
now?
that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like,
And that was when we sort of decided we were going to give it a hell go with the international touring. So we did like Europe every year for 3-4 years. Same with the States and the UK, and we went to South America and Mexico and stuff. And
so is that like the summer festivals in Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly like Punk Rock Holiday and Brack Rock were our main two that we did, but we also did like a couple of others like Fonstock Fest and Tells Bells,
Nice.
like a couple of smaller ones.
Wow.
And then COVID happens. We've kind of had like quite a
Yeah.
few quiet years. We did Europe once since COVID and a couple of Australian tours, but we've mostly been focusing on writing.
Yeah.
And our Spotify's kind of popped off a bit in that period, which has been cool. Like getting a few, like about 50,000 listens a month and stuff for a bit there, which was sick. So it's been like pretty cool to not have to push it so hard, but still know people are like listening to the stuff and enjoying it.
And gaining new followers as well. Like, you know, there's, you know, people like myself. I discovered you in the past 24 months when I started my band, and I was, you know, putting the feelers out there for punk bands in Perth and whatnot. And like the first song I heard was, you know, In the Headlights. Fuck me, man. Like what a way to discover a band. I'll tell you right now, man, like blown away.
Yeah, right.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm not just saying that because you're here.
That's a popular song, yeah.
It's cool, man. It's catchy. It's hooky, you know? Like, it's really
Everything
cool.
a good song has.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What advice, Pat, can you give to, you know, the punk bands that are jamming out there today in Perth? Because you know what Perth is like, right? Like, not going to crap on Perth. I love Perth, but it's very isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What advice can you give to musos like us that are trying to go to that next level, man? What is it? Just a patience game, or is
It's a bit of a patience. It's a bit of a getting along with each other, and it's also a bit of a just fucking do things.
Yeah.
Like, don't just like invent imaginary barriers of why you can't do,
Right.
why you can't go record somewhere outside of Perth, or why you can't just like talk to a band over East and book a tour.
Yeah.
Spend the money.
Yeah.
Sleep on people's couches, that sort of shit. Like, make it work. The other thing is like melodies, like the most important thing in any of your songwriting, I reckon.
Yeah.
For us anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking what else? Like, I don't know.
And just do it, eh? Like, create your opportunities. Because
Yeah.
they're not going to come like, hey, knock, knock, I'm an opportunity. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, you've got to create that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
Just like,
I think, you know, as a musician myself, I'm always trying to figure out new ways that I can, you know, get exposure, get my songs out there, get them heard. But then also, you don't want people just saying, oh, yeah, that was a great song. Like, no, I want you to tell me, like, is it good? Is it shit? Like, what can I improve on? What can I do better? You know, like, and I don't know. It's hard, man. Like,
Yeah, but, you know, this is such a deep rabbit hole, I think.
Yeah.
But opinion, and an opinion is just that person's thought on that one thing. And, you know, do you like it? Are you loving it? Do you love performing it? Did you love writing it?
my mom says I'm cool.
That's what matters, though. You know what I mean? Like, I've written so many songs that, you know, they may not click with everyone or even anyone.
Yeah.
But I've written them because I needed to write them and they're there and I love it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck what other people's
No,
opinion
that's
is.
right. I suppose, like, it's not validation, but it's more like I don't want to waste time on something that I think's great, but someone else is going to say, "Oh, this could have been better if you'd done this," or something. You know what I'm
good
saying?
though.
I mean, if you listen to everybody that says that, you'll be always questioning your art. And I mean, that's great if you want to keep evolving and all this stuff, and that's awesome. Take it. But, you know, once, like, let's say, you know, you have these albums, you know, and I listen to it and I'm like, you know, you could have tried a bit of this, but it's too fucking late. It's there now.
Yeah.
Don't give me what I could have done after the fact.
Shoulda, coulda,
but
woulda.
if you can get that support in the writing process, I think it's
in
really
the
good.
early
Yes,
days.
for
Like,
sure.
There's a couple of songs on Magical Misery Tour that our producer Brody was like, do this.
Yeah.
You know? Like the song Beat the Clock that's off this one. I remember him and our other producer at the time, Mark, was like, it's fucking good, Pat, but like the chorus only goes once.
Yeah.
You need to have the chorus in there at least a second time.
I'm just
like,
putting it up to the camera so
Yeah.
he can
that's
have
the
a good
thing.
look
Or
at it.
I remember, I think we were recording some songs for like a split with Local Resident Failure, Dal from
Yeah,
Friends'
yeah.
band, and we had this one that we'd written, and Brody, our producer, was like, well, let's listen to the other demos, and he was like, you should do this song called Any Name But Yours instead of the one that you want to record. He's like, this is one of the best decline choruses I've ever heard. Do this one instead.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I really get something out of that. Like for our next album that we're doing, we're doing pre-production at the moment with Brody, and he'll often be like, he's like, Pat, this song is a sausage. It's like 200 BPM the whole way through. It's fast the whole way through. It's just a typical skate punk song. You need to add some like dynamics to the song.
Yeah.
So you need to find ways you can slow it down or pull things out in parts to make have more emphasis when things come in. Or
Where do you guys record?
underground studios in Booragoon
We're again, right?
with Brody Simpson.
Brody
Yeah.
Simpson. Shout out to Brody.
Yep. Hey, Brody.
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
going to
Brody.
have to.
Sorry in advance for all the things we're going to make you record.
And sorry in advance for the new customers you're about to get, mate.
But it's so great having that input, hey, like in that space, like, you know, you can write a song and you love it and stuff, but when you go to record it and it doesn't quite translate or just doesn't hit, you know, and you're like, oh gosh. But when somebody comes in with fresh ears and a different perspective, it's kind of like, oh, of course that's what it needed. You know what I mean?
Could even just be a matter of like just slowing down the BPM a
Dude, it
tad
can be-
just to give it a full new change.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, we
different
do
feel.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, so with Pat Decline, solo stuff, was the beginning of your solo stuff stuff you had written for Decline and it just didn't work? Or was it like,
Sometimes.
I want to do my own thing, I've got this idea in mind, I can take it to my own
It's a bit of both.
area? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, I guess a combo of I'm writing songs to play on an acoustic guitar.
Right,
And
yeah.
then this is a Decline song that actually makes more sense as a solo song.
Yeah.
Or like this is a failed Decline song. or like
That might be the title of the next track, mate. Fail and decline song.
or writing something that could go either way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just know it's going to be a skate punk song.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Do you feel like with the acoustic stuff and when you perform it, are you playing with the band or is it just you on your own?
It could be both. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel like when it's just you?
It's cool because I can like do whatever I want. I don't have to play in time with anybody, which is playing in time is hard. But I can like extend parts of the songs or change them if I want to on the fly, or I can even be like, just gonna play a decline song in the set that the rest of the solo band don't know.
And the solo stuff done with Brody as well?
No, mostly with Antics from Nerdlinger.
Right.
Although there's a track on this one, a bonus track called Struggle to Adjust that I did with Brody during COVID, which is like a good fun song that I just showed him it and he was like, I really like this, we'll do it.
Bloody oath.
That's exciting.
Almost everything for solo is done with Antics.
Nice.
At Deaf Wolf Studios in New South Wales.
Kitty.
Yeah, that's Hunter.
What was his name? Hunter.
Yeah, he's 14. He's a very good boy. Yeah, he's a very old man.
Precious mans.
He had to have surgery on his claw 2 weeks ago and have his claw removed.
Oh no!
So he's been very well. He's good. He's like a chill cat, but he was upset. He came home with a cone on and a cast, and he was all drugged up from the anesthesia.
He looks just like my boy Sabbath.
Oh,
Yeah, Sabbath runs the household.
yeah.
Yeah.
How old's he?
I want to say 5 now.
Yeah, cute.
But he's grown into the biggest cat of the house. I've 3 cats and a dog. My dog's scared of him.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm scared of him. And if he's hungry, get the fuck out of the way. Get those biscuits, man. I love him.
Yeah,
so
cute.
you were saying before, you guys have started the pre-production, of the new Decline album coming. Have you guys got plans, or you have plans for new Pat Decline stuff in the future for 2025, or just rolling?
We'll just like taking shows for Perth if we get offered any, I guess. I'm always writing. I've kind of got like one new solo song on the go at the moment that I haven't really finished yet. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of focusing more of the writing on Decline.
Nice.
As well.
What can we expect from some new Decline?
I guess the plan is just more fast and melodic, fun.
Oh, I love it
punk
already.
that we're trying to keep interesting.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
fun little bits and interesting kind of chords and changes and that sort of stuff.
Does Noah Skape record their stuff, or is it just mainly for live performance?
Yeah, so Noah, he self-produces most of his own stuff. He's got about 5 singles out, and we're doing an EP at the moment.
Excellent.
I probably should let him come on here and talk about that.
For sure.
Before we let you go, we've got one last segment, and it's called What's on Repeat.
Okay.
So if we were to hack your Spotify right now, what's a band or a song that you just can't get enough of at the moment? What's on repeat?
Could be anything.
Okay, so like I made myself a playlist called Easy Frenzel.
Easy Frenzel. Okay.
Which is I don't know, like it's just like the latest 3 Frenzel Rom albums, I think.
Yeah.
Basically most of the songs off them on kind of like a shuffle. I've been listening to that a bit. I liked Saviors by Green Day, the new Green Day. I like that a lot.
Okay.
I'm like a long-time Green Day fan.
Yeah,
Green
me
Day
too.
don't always make good music, but when they want to make good music, they know how to do it, and they've done it this time.
They're a master of their craft.
Yeah, when they choose to be.
And let's face it, like people still listen to him. I still listen to him today, and I'd still pay $500 for a ticket to go and see him.
Yeah, hectic. There's probably a few other cool little fun ones, like
Here we go. He's bringing the phone out, ladies and gentlemen.
So
I
like
love
this year, there's some good stuff. Like A Bowl of Goldfish just had a new record. The Sydney band, they're great. Chaser.
I saw a Blind Spot tagged a Bowl of Goldfish in their post yesterday, and luckily enough, my band was tagged in it too.
Nice.
Thank you, Blind Spot.
Yeah, Blind Spot guys are great. But like the Chaser, the band from California, they've got a new record called Small Victories. It's sick. Make War from New York.
Yeah.
Paradoxical Theory of Change. That was the record they put out this year. It was very good. FOD from Belgium, the Once a Virgin Club. I liked that. New Bayside was good.
Oh man, this is all gold.
Bayside.
Blowfuse from Barcelona, The Fourth Wall. That was a sick record that came out this year. And Hole in My Head by Laura Jane Grace. That's probably my favourites for the year.
Yeah.
All the Christmas gifts.
Yeah, right there,
Just
people.
keep on giving.
Album. Check them all out.
Yeah, and also like I've been listening to a lot of Jeff Rosenstock because he was here the other week, and I love Jeff and his stuff.
Hell yeah.
Pat, thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
dude.
you.
And I can't wait to bring you back on the show in our new venue.
Hey, no worries. I'd love to come.
So excited.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Dazzle Home Loans, and also Dave Gillum at Alchemos Print.
Yep.
Thank you for making this possible. And also thank you to Rod Evans Community Centre for having big things coming this past season.
Yep, been amazing.
Thank you to the
Merry
audience.
Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, Pat.
Thanks, you
Mel,
too, guys.
Geordie. And thank you, Peter Renzulo, for all your hard work, mate.
Yeah, we love you, Pete.
From everyone here at Big Things Coming, we love you all. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, guys. Good on you.
Rock on.
See you.
Cheers.